Sup nerds, today we have Yellow Vaccine versus MetalGarurumon X. Brandon starts us off, hatches Buka, evos into Gabu, and then plays Mental Training. Scourges a Mat. Ben plays Kudamon, Scourges top 3. Max value, pretty nice. He adds the Antibody and the TK. Brandon promotes, evos into Gabu X for 0. Scourges top 4. Max value. Discards a card, pops Mental, evos into Garu for 0, triggers his effect, plays Mat for free. Mat's effect, searches top 3. Evos into Garu X for 0, draws 2, trashes 2. Gains memory from Garu X, gains memory from Mat. Evos into Aware for 3. Swing on him, draws 1 from his inheritable. Triggers Aware's effect to discard a card and unsuspend. 1 check jamming. Survives. Swing on him again. Jamming, so it doesn't matter. He was in Aware X for 1. Triggers his effect. Discards 2 cards to unsuspend himself. And then adds back the Garu X. Ben hatches Tokomon. Definitely on the back foot here. That was a pretty strong opening from Brandon, and Ben obviously didn't open very well. He plays Emissary of Hope, emphasis on the hope, no targets. Pay 1 memory for no effect. Look at your security, shuffle. Swing on a 1000, dies. Then plays TK, adds top card to hand, and tucks Venusmon, and then taps TK to gain memory. And Brandon hatches another Bukamon. He was in a Gabu. This will be the last week that Bukamon is at more than 1. Shout out to Bandai. He was in a Gabu X for 0. Swing on him, draw, trigger Mat, gain a memory, 1 check jamming. Evos into Melga X for 4, unsuspends itself, gains blocker. So Ben hard plays Antibody Ace, trashes top card of security. Minuses 6 cane till the end of Brandon's turn, recovers from Antibody Ace, and then taps TK to gain another memory. Brandon promotes, activates X Antibody. Swing on him, draw, trigger Mat, gain a memory, trigger Wear X, discard a card to unsuspend, bounce Antibody Ace, gain 4 memory, or 3 memory. And then game's over. Yep. So Brandon does take game 1 through a very strong opening hand and a very slow opening hand from Ben. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the Yellow Vaccine deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below. And if you're interested in the MetalGarurumon deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below as well. Alright, so Ben starts us off for game 2. Hatches Toko. Evos into Kuda. Plays TK for 3. Adds top card of security to hand. And tucks a Godamon on the bottom. Seems good. Then taps TK to gain a memory. Brandon hatches Bukamon. Evos into Gabu. Plays Gabu, Scourges top 3. Adds the Wear to hand. Chokes Ben to 1. Alright, Ben promotes. Evos into Rapid for 4. Suspends and minuses 5k on the Gabu. Brandon promotes. Gives himself blocker. Evos into Gabu X for 0. Searches top 4. Max value. Has to discard a card. Discards another Gabu X. It was in a Garu for 2. Gets to play Mat for free. Mat Scourges. Adds Gabumon. It was into Garu X for 0. Draws 2, trashes 2. Gains memory off of Garu X. Gains memory off Mat. He was in Aware for 3. This looks very familiar. Swing on him, draw 2. Then effective Aware, trashes a card to unsuspend. 1 check jamming. Survives. Swing on him. Checks a TK. Ben chooses not to activate the on play. And then Brandon evos into Melga for 4 and stuns all 3 targets on Ben's field. So nothing on Ben's field currently can suspend until the end of his turn. He hatches Tokomon. Evos into Antibody Ace for 3. Effect trashes bottom card of security to minus 6k on the Melga until the end of Brandon's turn. Garurumon comes out. Antibody recovers. Draws from Toko. He has the option of suspending both TKs. Guess he's not going to do it. So Ben plays a second Antibody Ace here for 4. Brain farts and decides to draw instead of trashing a card. I think because he was thinking about evoing on top of the Garurumon. I think that's what happened here. Realized that he shouldn't draw, put it on top. And I tell them that they just reveal it to both players and put it on top of the deck. Judges let me know if that's incorrect. So he trashes the top card of security, minuses another 6k on the Melga. Reveals the Angemon, puts it back on top of his deck, and then recovers off the Angemon Ace. Melga is dead. And we should gain memory off the Gato. I think Ben forgot because he was potatoing around. He also should have tapped at least one of the TKs. It would have choked Brandon to 1. I feel like it was unnecessary to give him 3 memory when you could have choked him. I think Ben just got a little mixed up because he accidentally drew. So Brandon hatches Buka, evos into Gabu, plays Mental, adds Melga. And then Full Moon impacts the Angemon Ace, gains 3 off Overflow, and then gains an additional memory off of the, I believe, 6 or 7 cards in Ben's hand now. Sets him to 3. Swing on him, 4k. Survives. I'm sure he would have preferred to trigger Barrier there. Plays another Angemon Ace. Triggers her effect. Trashes top card of security. Triggers Angemon Ace. Recovers. Triggers Gato. Gains a memory. Triggers both TKs. Gains 2 memory. Triggers the other Angemon Ace. Recovers again. And evos into Venusmon, the bane of Brandon's existence. And for some reason, Brandon promotes here. And I actually have no idea why he didn't just stay in the raising area. Brandon, if you're watching this, can you let me know what your thought process was here? Because you're just saying, hey, please kill this when you did this. So he promotes. And then Full Moon blazes Ben's board. It bounces the Garurumon back to hand. He has 8 cards now. Bot decks the Venus. Gains 3 off of Ace Overflow. But I don't know why he promoted the Gabumon. Like, he's begging Ben to kill it, and Ben can easily kill it. It's 2000 DP. He's playing a yellow deck. Ben evos into Serafi for 4, recovers 1, minus his 7000 DP on the Gabumon. Shocked it's dead. Taps double TK to maintain turn. Evos into Kuda and raising. Swing on him, 12k, 2 checks. Survive. Then evos into Gato to choke Brandon to 1. Brandon hatches another Buka. Eva's into Gabu. See, like right now, we know he has secret MetalGarurumon in his hand. He could have promoted. He could have warped Evo with the Mental for 2 memory, choked Ben to 1, and stunned his board. So, hindsight. He Full Metal blazes the Serafi, bot decks him, gains 3 off Ace Overflow. You know, what's funny is Brandon actually added all of these options to his deck because of the Yellow Vaccine matchup, because he was just getting wobbled by Ben the previous week. Swing on him. Survive. Then plays another Garurumon to choke Brandon to 1. Brandon promotes. Gives himself blocker, draws a card, Matt taps, gain memory. Activates Mental Training for 2, adds Garu X. Brandon doesn't have a regular Garurumon in his hand, so whatever he does is going to pass turn. So he pops Mental, evos into Garu X for 1, draws 2, trashes 2. And then obviously passes turn. Ben hatches Tokomon. Evos into Pada. Swing on him. Brandon does have blocker on that stack, but Ben doesn't care. This is basically checkmate. Barrier, trash top card, gain 2 memory, swing on him, he blocks, triggers barrier again, And then Evo's into Karen, trashes top, unsuspends, and then swings for game. So Ben does take game 2. Alright, so Brandon starts us off game 3, hatches Buka. Evo's into Gabu. And Evo's into Garu X for 3. Feels bad. Hatches Toko. Evo's into Kudamon. Plays Physical, Scourges top 2. Adds the Rapid to hand. Probably makes the most sense here. Plays TK for 3, adds top card of security to hand. Puts the Rapid he just searched on the bottom. Taps TK to gain a memory and choke Brandon to 1. Brandon just Evos into Wear and Raising for 3. Then Ben activates another TK, adds top card of security to hand. Puts Gatomon on the bottom. Probably drew that for turn. And then he's not tapping either TK here to choke Brandon to 1. Alright, Brandon promotes. Swing on him. Trashes a card, don't suspend. 1 check jamming. Survives. Swing on him again. Survives. Then plays Gabumon for 3 and sets Ben to 2. Kind of interesting. Yeah. So Ben promotes, activates Emissary of Hope for 1 memory. Evo's into the Rapid for free. So we should move the memory gauge here to 1. He recovers off the Emissary. Suspends both, minuses 5k on both, so the Gabu's dead. Draws from Toko. And we got a slight chet here. I mean, he could have suspended one of the TKs to gain that memory back, but he didn't pay for the Emissary of Hope. They were being distracted by a little kid next to the table, though. Swing on him, 6k. Minuses 2k off the Kuda. Brandon activates his Battle Protection, bot takes the 2 cards in his trash to save it. It is only 1000 DP right now, which is pretty funny. Plays Angelomon Ace. Trashes the Gato on the bottom of security, minuses 6k. Dead. Gatomon comes back. Angelomon Ace recovers. No reason not to tap a TK here, at least to choke Brandon to 1. Yep, tap 1, choke Brandon to 1. Brandon hatches Bukamon. Activates Mental to pass turn. Rough. Adds the Full Metal Blaze to hand. Then hatches Tokomon. Full Metal Blaze is not that good when your opponent knows about it. Evo's in a Pata. Swang on him. 4k, 1 check. Checks a Matt. Matt Scourges top 3. Adds a Melga. I'm sure Ben was hoping to trigger Barrier there. He would have gained like 3 memory off of it. And drawn a card. Swing on him. Survives. And Ben displays a Pillowmon to set Brandon to 2. Alright. Brandon activates Mental Training. Finally sees a rookie, but it's not the one he wants to see. He does Evo for 1 on top of Buka, unfortunately, so it is going to pass turn if he Evos in Raising. Alright. And Brandon has to do this, otherwise Ben just has lethal, barring options and security. Full Metal Blazes. Adds the 2 level 4s back to Ben's hand. Ben promotes, triggers Pata. No targets. Pops Physical. He was in a Gatomon for 0. He goes into another Gatomon for 2. Swang on him, 4k. Gets a trigger barrier, trashes top card of security. Both Gatos gain 2 memory. Andromon recovers. Patamon gains a memory. And draw 1 from Tokomon. And then tap 1 TK to max out at 10, because why not? Swang on him. Survives. And then Evo's into Karen for 3. Trashes top. Doesn't draw because it doesn't matter. Swang on him. And swing for game. So Ben does take game 3 to win the match 2-1. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.